did the video, man. I actually tried to post a video on low. A couple of my videos been taken down or not even uploaded by YouTube. And one of them was the low managing interview with Michael Jordan. And they wouldn't allow it, so some copyright shit or whatever. But I see other YouTubers posting shit. But we're talking about low management. And now you got these crying ass LeBron fans. Oh, but why are they making LeBron the face of it? Well, he's the face of the league. All of this shit started happening under the time when he's been the face of the league. But I don't think Jordan was shooting at him. That's what the fans, these LeBron fans are making it. They come up with all these scenarios to protect this guy. And it's like, fam, he didn't mention names. The real face of low management, I'm gonna be honest with you, is Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? That's where we started hearing that terminology, really from San Antonio with Popovich and, Duncan and Parker. They were aging players, so they still were good. But, he was trying to preserve them for the playoffs and shit like that. That's where this shit really started, as far as with the terminology. But, over the years, LeBron is definitely low managed. I mean, he's an older player. Kawhi Leonard is really the master of it, man. But at the end of the day, LeBron right now, he's sitting out games. It's like he got a sciatic nerve. I was in the video, one of my videos, I said, one of my shorts, I don't know if LeBron's going to play again. Definitely not in a Laker uniform. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much going on around this dude, man. And I don't think that LeBron, right, is gonna, suit up in a Laker uniform again. But now, right, back to this low managing thing. You got these LeBron apologists out here, crying. And you got Gilbert Arenas. He's trying to say, oh, the Kobe fan. He's always making up these wild, hot takes. And that don't make sense. Kobe fans and Mike fans don't need to do that. All Kobe fans do is just try to put respect on Kobe's name, man. Don't try to rank Kobe outside of the top 10 or near the top 10. Like, you can't name 5 players that have the skill set, heart, determination, and have won and dominated the game like Kobe did. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe had 2 3-peat runs to the finals. How many 3-peat runs? I mean, LeBron made it to the finals, 8 straight times, but he was in a weak Eastern Conference. And in that same conference, 2 of those teams that beat LeBron, Kobe beat them. His teams beat them. And Kobe was going through like 50-win teams from the first round, where in the East, majority of the time, those were weak. That was a weak conference. Like, there was no real competitors as far as championship caliber teams at all in that conference. So they just started with Boston. Really, like, was the Toronto snuck one in there when they got Kawhi Leonard, somebody from the West that got traded to Toronto, and they won. Then you had the Giannis ring, but aside that, and then you had Boston. That was the closest thing they were going to have to like a real championship chance type team. And that team now broken up. So the East is back being weak again. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a champion coming out the East again. I think the champion's going to come out the West. You know what I'm saying? The West has been more competitive than the East for, I would say, the last probably like 25 to about 25 years, man. Since then, the West been tough since the 1990s, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, since I say the 1990s, like pretty much since the 90s started. But at the end of the day, when Mike is talking about being competitive and load management. He's trying to, what he's saying is he's trying to inspire people to want to play basketball, want to compete. Not saying these guys don't, but sometimes it show, some of these guys are very arrogant and how they talk to fans, how they view fans. They view fans as like peasants, like we should be honored to watch them play ball. No, we pay money. We take our time to sit down and watch you play, but you should be honored. People want to watch you play basketball because without fans, you'll be playing in a park and you wouldn't be getting paid the money that you're getting paid. You'd just be a hood star if it wasn't for, I don't know if you guys remember the Negro Leagues, right? Where, they weren't allowed in the major leagues, the brothers. We weren't allowed in the major leagues. And, they had to play their own league. And it wasn't as popular as, the major leagues. And I'm not making it a racial thing or saying that, but I'm just saying, like, it'll be, without the fans, you will be pretty much a minor league type player. You'll just be in the park playing ball, or maybe you play organized ball, but you wouldn't be playing, getting no millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? The fans put that money in your pockets, man, whether you like it or not. Fans buy your jerseys, fans buy tickets, fans hit the concession stands, fans travel, um, um, fans buy sneakers. These are things that are bought by the fans. That's how you guys make your money. Fans, buy cable, they watch TV, they have apps, that they pay for, league passes. So, the least you can do is play. That's all Jordan is saying, man. I'm playing for the fans, like the fans that, and if you can't understand that, the first thing they're doing is they want to attack Mike. Oh, well, they're targeting LeBron. Like, fam, it wasn't, he didn't even mention LeBron. But we know, the people that are keeping it honest understand what that message meant. It was to inspire the young players to want to play and compete and things like that. And that's all we've been trying to say. But when we say these things, we're haters. And this is the generation that we're in. It's like you can't tell anybody nothing, man. Especially these young kids. You try to tell these young kids something, oh, you're a hater. You're just a hater, man. You don't want to see, you think it's all old school. No, we trying to teach you something, man. That's our fault though, because my generation, the guys that were born in the 70s and stuff like that, we weren't around like that LeBron part that came up. A lot of them came up under us and hung around some of us, but then he picked up some vibes from us, but we didn't teach them nothing. Like when we were kids, the older folks taught us, yo, fam, don't go over there. Don't do this, don't do that. We were warned about doing certain things. Yo, don't run these streets. Yo, little nigga, stay from over there. You don't mess with them guys over there. We wasn't teaching these kids that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us was just like allowing them to roll with us. Then that next generation that came after that, they weren't guided either. You know what I'm saying? They were more like, but they respected the older generation because they knew like the trials and tribulations that a lot of us went through. But you know what I'm saying, now we're coming home in that next era of group of kids, and then they're looking at the OGs like, man, them dudes is just old washed up niggas, like, or they coming home now, they want to chill, and they don't want to be told nothing. These kids, you know what I'm saying, like, now we try to tell them like, yo, look, but it's too late. We try to tell these kids, hey, the streets ain't it, or I'm gonna just chill, get a job. Most of us chill, got jobs, went mind our business, left these kids alone. Now this new generation, they just zero guidance. You know what I'm saying? So there's no guidance to teach these kids nothing. And a lot of people that haven't been taught nothing or told anything, when you try to tell them something, it's oh, you're a hater. You're a hater, man. You just you don't want to see anybody have nothing, man. Like I said, it's old school. You guys just all stuck in your ways. You love the '80s. No, we trying to teach you that yo, when we grew up, like a lot of these kids wouldn't survive, man. Like take these guns out of these kids' hands and put these kids right in a real public school back in the days when public schools was was um was like legendary, man. Like when you went to certain schools, man, you was like, wow, you went to that school, or you went to that school, you went to Jeff in Brooklyn, wow, like those were legendary schools, man. You went to Evander Childs, man, like, you know, dudes was getting beat the fuck up every day, and you was getting extorted, and niggas was getting robbed for their checks, and you was forced to go outside and fight. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to throw hands. I go pick up a gun and shoot somebody because anybody can do that. We talking about go throw hands, man. Take your ass whooping. Like when you couldn't come out the house if you didn't fight. You know, see, you know what I'm saying? When people bullied you, like and picked on you, when you had to, if you didn't have jokes, niggas would snap on you all day, man. Like you had messed up clothes on, niggas would snap on you. You couldn't get away with just coming to school any type of way with messed up sneakers and all that. Niggas would cook you, B. This is what we grew up with, tough skin, man. That a lot of you had to have thick skin to come outside, man. You know what I'm saying? But in this day and age, everybody's so sensitive, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's our fault. You know, I blame our guys for that. Us going to jail and doing what we wanted to do. Some of us was deadbeats. Some of us was, you know what I'm saying, like just in and out of jail, running the streets, doing what we wanted to do, and we never sat down and focused on like, you know, guiding the youth at all. So now that trickles down to different generations, and then, you know, people don't respect nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, we didn't have too much respect either because we was outside trying to do what we wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it started in our era, man. But, you know what I'm saying? We just try to, like, Jordan is just trying to explain to these kids, like, yo, look, man, it's about competing and, you know, trying to be the best, man. And, you know, you do it for the fans, you know, and, you know, there's a lot of selfish players in the league, man. Mainly the older ones. You could tell the young ones want to play. They want to ball, man. And that's the thing. These young kids, they don't have the OGs in their ear. And some of them will listen. But the OGs, you know what I'm saying, is not like when you got them old, you got the ones that are like a little bit younger than me and those are the guys that don't want to listen. Those are the guys that are spearheading these campaigns like, oh man, these old niggas and all that. And you damn near my age. Or you know what I'm saying, like you gotta, you know what I'm saying, like the generation that came after that generation, they ones in the middle that are like giving these kids these green lights to be who, you know what I'm saying, to act the way they act. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, trying to tell them, man, it's all right, man, just do you, man. Like, nah, man, they, what's gonna happen is you're gonna keep destroying these generations, man. These generations are gonna keep getting destroyed, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and nobody's gonna be able to tell nobody nothing in another 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy, man. Like all this man said was, I just want to compete. I wanted to play. He played, and you look at his math. Like when you look at the picture, the bigger picture, the math, right? Like when it comes to, you know, these LeBron fans, they're not realistic, man. Oh, he makes the right play. He came. What right play does he make? Somebody said that shit to me, but he makes the right play. What right play does he make, man? You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't want to take the shot. Like, the reason why we look at these great players like Magic, Bird, Kobe, Jordan, they took the shots, man, when they needed to be taken. Sometimes it's not about just making the right play. You know what I'm saying? Because the right play may not win you the game, man. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes they did have to trust their teammates to 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 make that shot. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, they were the ones willing to take that shot, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were the ones saying, hey, look, we're going to live and die with me. Fuck it. Give me the ball, get the fuck out of here. Like, this is what you pay me for. This is what the fans came out to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying this guy LeBron is not a great player. But there's a difference between your favorite player and then there's the best player. John Elway is my favorite quarterback ever in football. Do I think he's better than Joe Montana? No. Do I think he's better than Tom Brady? No. You know what I'm saying? They had better careers. Joe Montana actually beat Elway in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady had a better career than Elway. I'm not gonna say he's better. You know what I'm saying? He might not even been better than Dan Marino throwing the football. Like, Elway could throw the football, but you know what I'm saying? Like, Dan Marino was the man. He just didn't win the Super Bowl. But had he would have got a Super Bowl or two, I wouldn't have said he was better than Marino. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Elway's my guy, man. Like, it's like Kobe's my guy or Magic is my guy. But I recognize Mike is the best, man. Mike was better than them dudes, man. They're saying you can look at everything, 82 games several times, defensive player of the year, his grit, his heart, determination. He dominated the game like no one else did. He struck fear into the opponents, like him and Kobe, guys like Bird. You know, they when he got on the court with them, you was already at a disadvantage. You don't feel that with LeBron. Then I ask these dudes, well, what can you learn from LeBron's game? Since he makes the right plays, why is this kid? What's going on with his son? You know what I'm saying? Like, how good is his son, man? If he makes the right plays. You know what I'm saying? You know, like where's his go-to move? Where's his post game? Does he have a pull-up jumper? Is he a good free throw shooter? Like, is he a great defender? What can I learn from his game? What kind of footwork can I learn from his game? Like, what can you get? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been asking this question for a couple of years. You know, yeah, he's a great player. He's great because of his physical abilities. And yes, he's improved his jumper as far as his three-point shot. Doesn't really I don't see his mid-range at all. He's usually three-point shooting or, you know, maybe he'll get inside the paint and shoot a jump shot. But, you know, as far as his perimeter jumper is not there. You know what I'm saying? He definitely has no post game. We don't see his post game. I just see bully ball. Bully ball is not really it's post, but it's not post. Because it's like there's no moves to it. It's just you're physically able to get to the rim. You know, which is still a talent. That's a talent, but it's not a skill. Like when you look at post play, you look at Patrick Ewing, he has a turnaround fadeaway. You know what I'm saying? He can back you down, hit you with a pump fake. You know, like a guy like Keem Olajuwon, he had a great post game. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the sky hook. He also had a great post game. He had other moves. Magic Johnson had a post game. Bird had a post game. Kobe got a post game. Like Jordan had a post game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then you look at his finals record, 4-6. You look at the great players he's played with. He's played with way more great players than Kobe. Kobe had Shaq. Kobe had a better team when he had Shaq than without him. Those guys, when he left Kobe that second go around, those guys all out of the league except for Pau Gasol. Like, come on, look. He didn't have a mob like LeBron. The LeBron played with so many great players, and he still failed. And I know it hurts you guys to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he played better. No, he didn't, man. Cut that shit out, man. These teams win, and this is where they get mad because we try to give them the reality. Yo, these teams today, they running up and down. They getting the benefit of the doubt because of the lack of officiating and the leniency of calling travels now, of these touch fouls and shit. So they benefiting from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they speed up the game by jacking threes. Before we had to be a 3-point specialist to shoot the three. You know what I'm saying? But the game was a lot more physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, big men actually played their positions more. You know what I'm saying? And they could put it on the floor. They act like big dudes are just statues that just went in the post, turned around, and dunked the ball. Like, no. Big dudes had game. Like, Ewan had a jump shot, man. Elijah had a dribble, jump shot, you know what I'm saying, in a post game. Like, like most of those guys could put the ball on the floor, but they weren't asked to do that. That wasn't their game. They played their position. So the game was more bruising back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there were plenty of athletes. Clyde Drexler, Sean Kemp, Dominique Wilkins. You had so many athletes out there. So many dudes jumping out the gym. Larry Johnson, Grant Hill when he was healthy. Well, we can keep going, man. Michael Finley. It's so I could name so many great players, man. That were athletic, man. Jumping out the gym, man. Larry Nance. Like, yo, we could this is crazy, man. Like, Gerald Wilkins, John Starks, like, they were athletes out there, man. Did I mention Sean? Latrell Sprewell. There was plenty of athletes in the 90s, man, and 80s that jumped out the gym, man. And the game was physical. So I don't know what these kids are talking about, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They only sped up the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, because after once Jordan left and the game, they were searching for a face. And that face could have been Kobe, but I don't think they like Kobe. But, you know what I'm saying, once they got their king, LeBron, once they crowned him the chosen one, and they brought him out, and they put all their media attention on him, there was your face right there. But they couldn't deny Kobe because we saw the greatness of Kobe after Shaq. He just wanted Shaq gone so he can prove himself. And once Shaq was gone, it took some growing pains, but he was able to prove himself. Like, look, I can win without Shaq. So those two rings put him on a different pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Like, had he would have just got 3 rings, then I could see everybody saying, yeah, this guy's better. Nah, he ain't better than no Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? So, LeBron is the face. They wanted to push him. They sped up the game. And I credit that to Steph Curry, too, for he brought that 3-point shot to life. Like, the 3-point shot was always there, but Steph brought that shit to a different level. And now people ranges everywhere because they practice. But at the end of the day, if you put these teams back into the 90s, I don't think a lot of those teams make the finals. You put LeBron team, that Cleveland team, even that Miami team in the Eastern Conference in the 90s, they're not going anywhere, man. They're not going to get past the Bulls. They're not going to get past Shaq in Orlando. They wouldn't have got past the Knicks, I don't think. You know what I mean? Like, the Pacers they would have had to go through. I don't know, man. They just wouldn't have been a cakewalk. I know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put them Golden State teams in the West with Houston Rockets, the Phoenix Suns, the Seattle Supersonics, Utah Jazz. They not going anywhere, man. San Antonio Spurs. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, come on, man. Let's be realistic, man. Those are some great teams, man. Even though majority of those teams didn't win championships, though they didn't win because one person was there, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, but those were great teams, man. Like, them Sonics teams were winning 60 games a year. Phoenix won 60 games. That Houston team went back-to-back championships, man. Utah went to the finals 2 years in a row, winning 60 games. You put these teams back then, I don't know if they make it out the West. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, man, let me get off this joint, man. Let me take a nap, man, because I'm tired as hell, man. But I don't know, man. Y'all gotta stop, man. You Braun fans gotta stop, man. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to attack Jordan. Like, come on, he's the best that ever did it, man. Stop it, man. I don't understand how anybody can say, I don't get it, man. I don't put Braun past Bird, man. I don't put him past Kobe, Bird. You can barely put him past Duncan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if you can put him past Curry. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the same amount of championships. You know, he's just a bigger athletic version. I don't put him past Hakeem Olajuwon as far as, you know, yeah, talent-wise, but skill-wise, hell no. You know, it's just so many great players. I can't put him past, man. I don't know. I just can't, man. Just to throw him past Magic and Bird and Kobe and Wilt Chamberlain and the shit that Wilt Chamberlain was doing. Come on, man. Not putting them past some niggas, man. Sorry, man. But yeah, you know, let me let you guys go, man. But this shit is crazy. I gotta stop, man. This is defend this guy at all cost shit. It's gotta stop, man. Y'all doing too much. Anyway, I'm out, man.